Hi, I thought I would take just a few moments to explain the theory of ascending and descending as it relates to the season of the year on different sides of the planet. It's really about the increasing day length in the northern hemisphere, and that's called ascending. The ascending is related to three different months. In the northern hemisphere, obviously, it's December 21st. The day length starts to increase. The first month is called the number one or the one boy month. The second month, that starts on February 21st, January 21st to February 21st, is the three boy month. 1, 3. The last one is the last month of winter. That starts on February 21st. It goes till March 21st. This is 1, 3, 5. This is a connected series. This is an actual energy unto itself, in the same way we describe winter as being distinct from spring. This sequence of 1, 3, 5 is the primary instrument that opens everything, the organ of the lung, but it's also related to feelings, change, growth, and the principle of humility or intention or innocence. Very important, what you set in motion. This is when many times we begin to consider planting seeds for the summer. We start to make choices about things. This is the sequence from 1, 3, and 5. Now, without knowing it, these 3 months are separated inside of us because we live in a system of duality. We live in a world of polarities. So those polarities, they actually separate the experiences from one month to the next month. The interesting thing is you can actually intend that they be unified. So I'm suggesting that you unify the month that you're in with intention to keep that feeling functioning as you go into the next month. Let's go back to that again. Keep the month you're in fully awake, alive, and sensitive as you move into the second month. So if I keep my feeling oriented sensitivity, my desire, my aspiration to grow, and I keep that moving and alive, and I move that with intention into the second month. This is the very important first link. This is the link between feeling and truth. Now, it sounds abstract, and in many ways it is, but this is a link between two very important circuits, not only in the soul, in the spirit body, and into the physical body, but they're actual circuits within the brain and the energies of the organs of the body. So this is a connection. This place here, the lung function, it has to do with the beginning of the metabolic sequence. It has to do with the ability to be able to mobilize energy. So the mobilization of energy starts here, starts at number one. We can intend to link it. The goal is to link all 3 months, which is essentially aspiration or feeling, linked into discovery or truth, both of them functioning now together, and moved into the third month, which is the month that corresponds to free will. So feeling, truth, and free will all now functioning as a unit. That's the reason why we're practicing these as a unit. So yes, you can do that by practicing it month to month to month, until this now becomes, because you've done that 3 months in a row, it becomes a long-term memory and continues to flow with you. Now, the goal is to be able to do the 1-3-5 and move it into the next season, which is the season of 2-4-6. That's season of heat and warmth and springtime. Now, the opposite of the ascending is the descending on the opposite side of the world. So anytime I'm in the one boy month, the opposite side of the world is experiencing a one girl month. Anytime I'm in a 3 boy month, the opposite side of the world is experiencing a 3 girl month. 5 and 5. Now, the goal is on the opposite side of the world, people are now in the season which has to do with growth and dynamic abundance of food, socialization. Everybody south of the border, basically, you know what it's like to have social activity and maximum heat. It's a powerful month to be alive. Now, this starts an energy that moves down. This is the descending day length, was the ascending day length, and this is ascending and descending, and they mirror each other. Same rule applies. If you're in the 1 girl month, the next month is the 3 girl month. So it helps to identify what is the 1 girl month. Well, that's the time of home, family, and will. It has to do with self-survival. It has to do with nutrition. It has to do with inner strength and a whole bunch of other very important feelings. The 1 girl month is my container of myself. It is the container of my will. It is essentially my identity as an individual. So my suggestion is you focus on that quality of the individuality while also remembering that the next connection needs to be put there by you, the connection between 1 and 3. 1 and 3 is essentially taking the nutrients of the body and building the body. Number 3 is the body building, regeneration, body healing month. It's a very important month that you're now into in the Southern Hemisphere. Take your 1 girl feeling, keep it moving, and take it with you with intention to unify 1 and 3. When you bring these two together, you'll overcome the natural separation that occurs, and that increases the likelihood of regeneration. So that's 1 and 3. In the next month, it goes to the immune system function or the distribution function, and it goes into everything related to the lymphatic system, the circulation, the distribution. These are 3 very significant months of growth. Now, on this side, interesting enough, the energy goes up and down. There's a certain quality, and we won't get into explaining all of it about why, how the energy moves. On the female side, it's simultaneously going up and down. So even though it's the top of the head at midday, the energy is coming down, the body is assimilating and healing. So if you'd imagine it's like a tree, by 12 noon, the energy is at the top of the tree, and then the sap or the sugars of the process of photosynthesis is coming down. It's going down to feed the roots. Now, in the summer season, what's really happening is the vitality of the growth and the heat and the sunlight of that time of the year is beginning to build the fruit and the results of the nuts and the seeds to be produced. And eventually it's going to bring energy down. Either it's going to distribute the fruit and the seeds, or it's going to bring energy down the inside to build and grow the roots. So the descending day length is driven by the upward force of the growth. Very different from the northern hemisphere or the one boy month. That's where the energy is flowing primarily upward. It's just flowing upward. But remember, keep the one boy as you're doing the three boy. Keep the one girl alive with an intention to keep it open and functioning as you do the three. You combine those 2 months and you put all three of them into the last month of the season. I know that sounds like a lot, but you can do it. You notice we didn't even go into telling you these same little diagrams of separation. They exist throughout the day. 12 noon, 2 o'clock, change. 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, change. 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, change. Without knowing it, these incremental rolling changes, they're actually creating increments of separation. The goal is to continue to see it all flowing together as a unit until all of the hours 12 noon to p.m. all flowing together as a unit. Later on, 6 p.m. starts a whole different process. 6 p.m. to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, that's also a unit. That's 2 girl, 4 girl, 6 girl. So yes, they're units. The goal is to go past the separation by intending to want to unify them. So give it a whirl. Do your best to be able to experience that. If you have some questions, feel free to post them. Talk to you soon.